Hi, how are you? It's Sharon here from Uplifting Wellness and the Vitality Fit program, bringing to you a series of tips and motivational ideas around what you must know as a woman wanting to lose weight right now. And the reason that I've decided to put this series of videos together is because I don't want you to be wasting your time. I don't want you to be wasting your time with gimmicks or fads or ideas around nutrition that seem like a really good idea, and yet you are only just wasting your time. They actually don't do what they say on the label, and they're only making it harder for you to achieve the goals that you're looking for. And this is particularly true with what I'm going to be talking about today. So today I want to look at low-fat foods. Low-fat foods really don't do what they say on the label. They do not help you to lose weight. They do not necessarily encourage less body fat to be gained on your body. And while, yes, the food itself might have less fat in it, it often has more sugar, which is just as bad, if not worse, for losing weight and preventing weight gain. Now, the reason for this is because the sugar that's in the food gets converted into body fat on your body. So let's say, for example, you are down at a cafe or you're even down at your local shopping centre and you've been out for a little while and you're a bit hungry. You're looking for a snack, something quick and easy, something that's going to satisfy you until you get home and you can have some lunch. Well, we've all been in this situation before, and trust me, I've done it myself, where I've been looking for something good for my weight loss results to have to eat right there and then, and often I've looked for low-fat foods. So it might have been a low-fat yogurt, or it might have been a low-fat muesli bar, or maybe a skinny muffin, or maybe I was out at the coffee shop and I decided to order a skinny latte instead of the full-fat version, thinking that all of these things, any of these things, were going to help me to stay in line with my goals. However, the opposite is true. Like I said, by stripping the fat out of those foods, often we need to add more sugar into the food just to simply make it taste good. And if they haven't added extra sugar into the food, then the stripping out of the fat out of the food increases the glycemic index of the food. Now, the glycemic index has to do with how quickly sugar is broken down into our body. And if sugar is broken down really quickly into our body doesn't know what to do with it, and therefore it has no other option but to store it. So the higher the glycemic index of the food, the more likely that food is going to get, the sugar from that food rather, is going to get converted into fat on our body, and therefore only promote further weight gain. So my first tip to you is avoid the low-fat foods. Skinny muffins won't make you skinny. Low-fat coffees don't exist. And so I really urge you to find the foods that and eat the foods that are closest to their original occurring nature as possible. So for milk, find milks that are less processed, which means that they're probably going to be higher in fat. Choose muffins that, if you have to eat a muffin, choose a muffin that's got a little bit more fat in it, and just choose to not eat it as often. If you want to find a healthier alternative to muffins or to sugary muesli bars, then go with raw nuts and maybe a little bit of dried fruit, or even just a handful of raw nuts on their own is really good. A bit of shredded coconut in there for some great flavor is a good option, and definitely avoid the low-fat yogurts. If you have to go with a yogurt, choose like a naturally occurring Greek yogurt and mix a little bit of fruit with it. That's definitely going to be your best bet. But wherever possible, find the foods that are as naturally occurring as possible and are closest to their original source as possible. And I promise you're going to be on a better journey to success around weight loss and feeling better about your body. This is just the first in a whole series of videos. If you want to find out more, go to the website www.vitalityfit.upliftingwellness.com.au. Speak to you soon.